Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best SSD for gaming. Starting at number 5. Crucial MX500. The Crucial MX500 is the only SATA drive left on our list of the best SSDs for gaming. But when the price delta between PCIe and SATA is so small, it's difficult to make an argument for the far slower technology. But, as there is a hard limit on the number of M.2 slots on your motherboard, there is still a place for SATA SSDs as secondary storage. And the Crucial MX500 is one of the best. With SATA's maximum theoretical bandwidth limit of 600 megabytes per second, it's nearly as quick as you'll get, and Crucial's drives have long been among the best value options available too. 2 sockets anyway. You will still be missing out on the zippy response of your operating system running on the SSD-specific NVMe protocol. But if that's not an option anyway, this drive will see you right. Sequential reads/writes up to 560/510 MB/s, and random reads/writes up to 95K/90K on all file types. Integrated power loss immunity preserves all your saved work if the power unexpectedly gets cut. AES 256-bit hardware-based encryption keeps data safe and secure from hackers and thieves. Product ships in Amazon certified frustration-free packaging, may differ from retail packaging depicted in product collateral. Coming at number 4. Samsung 970 EVO Plus. The Samsung 970 EVO Plus offers a slight bump in write performance over the 970 EVO, all for the same price. There was a time when you could pick up the non-Plus version for slightly less, but those drives seem to have disappeared now. If you can find a straight 970 EVO for less, then go for it, but they're a rarity. Both drives still use the same Samsung Phoenix controller, which means they can outperform this generation's competition in real-world usage. If you want peak PCIe 3.5 GB per second of sequential read and 3 GB per second write speeds, making it a very good middle-of-the-pack SSD without costing an arm or a leg. The 1TB drive remains one of my favorite SSDs around because of its cost and performance. Though you'll see plenty of the 500 GB models on sale almost every other week. That's not a huge issue at this half-terabyte level, but when the 1TB version comes in at close to $110, it does make the higher capacity 970 EVO drives a bit more of a difficult recommendation. The 500 GB 970 EVO is still a great drive, smartly spec'd, well-made, and with a more competitive price. At number 3. Seagate FireCuda 530. Seagate may have taken a while to get into the solid-state game, and especially the PCIe 4.0 market, but it has arrived with a bang with the FireCuda 530. With or without the heatsink, something that's necessary for its PlayStation 5 compatibility. The latest Seagate drive is a stunner. Of course, the rated sequential read/write speeds are fantastic, but it's the endurance levels that really stand out compared to the competition. The 2TB drive we tested has an unprecedented 2,550 TBW rating. When it comes to endurance, which is something you won't see this side of an SSD made for Chia mining, it combines brand new Micron 176-layer TLC NAND. The same memory Crucial is using to great effect with the new P5 Plus drives, with a Phison PS5018 E18 controller. Micron claims that its 176L TLC NAND is the best in the industry with a 30% smaller die size, and a 35% improvement in read and write latency over its previous generation 96L NAND. Apart from the PC Mark 10 storage tests, the FireCuda 530 either matches or beats the big boy of the storage world. And when you add its leading sequential performance and endurance rating, the Seagate 530 is at least the equal of any consumer SSD on the market. Number 2 of my list. Crucial P5 Plus. Crucial is one of the big names in affordable solid-state storage, but has been notably slow at getting us a new PCIe 4.0 SSD. It's been worth the wait, however, as the new P5 Plus is a fantastic entry-level Gen 4 SSD. It may not have the peak speeds of the WD or Sabrent competition, but it can make a big splash in terms of those all-important price/performance metrics. And, also importantly, it can easily outperform any PCIe 3.0 setup, and at the limits of that connection. Since the first Gen 4 SSD's launch, there has been a significant price premium as a barrier to entry, and with the P5 Plus that has come down a hell of a lot. Using parent company, Micron's latest NAND flash memory, and its own in-house controller, Crucial has been able to keep costs down and performance up. Overall, the Crucial P5 Plus is certainly attractively priced for a PCIe Gen 4 drive with quality TLC, rather than cheap QLC flash memory, undercutting most if not all of the competition, and by a decent margin compared to the priciest drives like the WD Black. In that context, were we feeling particularly price-sensitive, would probably suck up our minor concerns over operating temps and IOPS performance. In the rarefied air of PCIe 4.0 speeds, it's maybe a little lackluster in peak and random performance, but its rocking TLC memory, not QLC, is still pretty damned quick compared to older drives, and is fantastically affordable. And number 1. WD Black SN850. The Western Digital Black SN850 makes a fashionably late entrance to the PCIe 4.0 party. It can hit 7,000 megabytes per second reads and 5,300 megabytes per second writes in sequential transfers, which is well beyond most drives' capabilities. That's because it uses the latest PCIe 4.0 interface, which has double the theoretical bandwidth limit of other PCIe 3.0 drives. Performance ultimately defines any SSD. The WD SN850 really stands out from the crowd. If you can aim some active cooling at the drive, then that'll be even better. We didn't notice any throttling in testing, although it's something to be aware of. The Samsung 980 Pro, which had the edge for a few months, is left out in the cold, especially as it costs the same as the SN850, but loses out to the newer drive in every metric, apart from operating temperatures. Neither is a bad drive, obviously, but if we had to recommend a next-gen SSD right now, there's only one clear option, and that's the WD SN850. It's simply the best drive you can buy today. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.